What we're going to start talking about is, before we get to the creative, we need to understand how kids are actually going through this and how adults go through this and how parents are going through this. Because what we do know is that we know that kids feel, we know that adults, they think and they do, and we know that parents, they manage. And where our children are having the hardest time is that because our kids, they don't know what they feel, so they don't know what to do. And the hardest part is that kids today, more than ever, are having to make adult decisions sooner than ever before. But they're 8 and they're 10. They're not adults like me and you. And that's why our children are drowning in their feelings, because that's who they are. Do you remember when you were a child? All you did was feel. You did what you felt, and then you were corrected, and you created, and you made cave places, and you all kind of imagination and intuition and creativity. It was just who you are. And after so many years, you've learned to consume information, and you've stopped creating. Again, you know all of this, but I'm going to get to the point. The point is that because our children don't know what to feel, they don't know what to do, and that's what's causing our children to suffer so much. So now when we get into the creative part is the part that tells us that creativity is a feeling. I'll prove it to you. If I were to say draw a happy circle, that's what a happy circle looks like to me. If I were to say draw a sad circle, if I were to say draw an angry circle, it's the same circle, but it looks completely different. And what that tells us is that when a feeling is expressed, it takes its own form. And now it can do things that it can do on its own. Like when I was in pain and I made beats for Lil Wayne, and I made my dreams come true because I was releasing my feelings from being in the Marine Corps, post 9/11 war veteran with 17 screws in my face. And for the last 20 years and 40,000 hours, I've been expressing my pain in a positive way. And it's why I've been able to overcome the statistic that says 20 veterans commit suicide every day because they feel alone. And all of us feel alone. Touch yourself. If you touch yourself right now and touch your arm, I can't feel that. You feel that. And so feelings are 100% of the time with us. But the problem is that there's not always somebody to talk to, is there? So we know that if you've ever taken a psychology class, we know that thoughts create feelings and feelings create actions. Or feelings can create thoughts and thoughts can create actions. Anyway, they'll all three interpolate. So what we most do, right, we just think. We have thoughts and thoughts and thoughts and thoughts, and we never stop thinking. It's just thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking and thinking. And every thought creates a feeling. And then these actions, they just come out. Positive, negative, constructive, destructive. It just takes one mistake and throw away your life. One of these errors, throw away your life. And that's what we're trying to prevent with our youth. And so what we do understand is that the creative part of creative emotional intelligence has everything to do with expression. Expression, right? What was this? This was a feeling. This was happy. This was sad. And this was angry. So we take these feelings and we express. And what we know is that there's two forms of expression. There's expression, and then there's also self-expression. And now is when we start getting into the learning. And so to recap, once again, for video number 2, we're able to see why our children are having to make adult decisions so much sooner than ever before, why it's so important for them to create with their feelings because it is self-expression. And into the next video, video number 3, we'll begin talking about the hidden dilemma, which talks about the difference between self-expression and expression, how we're 100% with our feelings all the time, and how if we don't know what to do with those feelings in pursuit of creation, we can end up feeling depression. And that's the beginning of where creative emotional intelligence begins to make a difference in all of our lives. Thank you so much for watching.